coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys holding their own, 6-2 over their last 8. Across from him on the Bucs sideline, Todd Bowles. His guys set to go on this Christmas Eve. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. That one complete to again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Good. 180. What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 18 carries, 69 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
180. What's up? What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
180.
Mayfield now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. He'll try and do this himself. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The numbers on the ground last week for Hubbard. 19 carries, 90 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ready.
Throwing, Young. They'll find McMillan here. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
That one a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Mayfield looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Check peak.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. All able to avoid him. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Buccaneers.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
180. What's up? Done.
Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Coming in. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
180! What's on?
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. For Kenner here, it's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
180!
Mayfield with it once more. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's the game made. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Here is Young. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This to C.J. Hand, the fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Black 40. Ready?
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
26-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Ready, ready, set.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready. 45. White. 560. Ready.
Young now. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Opposite. Green. Switch.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
50.
Young to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now here's the Panther special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
180. Done.
A run up the middle with Irving. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Buccaneers at 7 and 8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
180. What's that? What's that?
Mayfield to throw it this time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They go play action. Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there and 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Set. 20. Done. Done.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. 180. What's that? Set.
Mayfield down. And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Set. 180. What's that? Set.
Now a give, Irving running right. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Set. 180. What's that? What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
180. What's that? What's that?
Now Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Set. 180. Set. What's that?
Irving. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Set. 180. Set. What's that?
They'll try again. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Set. What's that?
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Baker Mayfield with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bucs are back within a score. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The home team's offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, getting ready to go back to work. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
180. What's that? What's that?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead it gave up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
180. Done. Done.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, so on is the punter. Dixon. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Ready.
Young quickly to the flat. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yellow. 1.
To throw, Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's Jake Camarda now. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
180. What's that? What's that?
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he is met at the line. of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
180. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
180. What's that? Stop.
Mayfield. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
20. Stop. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away.
For Tampa Bay.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go. Set.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready,
They'll
go.
bring a receiver in motion
Yellow,
left.
43. Set.
Now here's Young. That one complete to again. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ready, set.
Second down and 6 now.
Set, go. Set, go. 10 black. Ready.
Young will set to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready up.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Ready. Black ball. Ready.
Young. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
180. What's hot? What's hot?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Set. 180. What's hot? What's hot?
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set. 20. What's hot? What's hot?
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.